qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa es la sal del mar de mi playa. Que aunque no tiene tren, su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta.
Oye, mi vida.
Donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta. No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. ¿Quién quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola? Aquí todas las tristezas se van con las olas. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca. No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Un día tuve que marcharme de la Samaria, y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo lo he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un guineo maduro sobre la mesa.
Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si tuviera que volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, escogería aquí y ahora. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí.
I look around, search all I can find. People next to me out of their mind. Looking through the light, gonna make you blind. So-called sophisticated mankind. Brother plan seems to work. Economic growth is saving the earth. Sing alive, tell me what is it worth? A deeper love from the day of your birth. I start losing it, I'm out of control. Part I'm choosing, part I'm playing the role. They get your money, do they get to your soul? I bet you, honey, what you need is a goal. Now you're in it, you just playing the game. Another minute or a second of fame. Say my name, I'm going up in the flame. Another day, another breath I retain. Don't you wanna breathe? Don't you wanna breathe? Tonight we're in the air. No matter how long we can go. No matter how long we can go. Tonight we're in the air. No matter how long we can go. No matter how long we can go. Better stay woke instead of being blind. Your chip is ready, it's a matter of time. You still think everything is going fine? So-called sophisticated mankind. Freedom used to be worth a lot more. Now it's just a word and word dying for. $4 bill or a high score. Y'all got me hot and even got to the core. Tell me how long
can you go? Tell me how low can you go? Tell me how low can you go? Tell me how low can you go? Don't you wanna breathe? Don't you wanna breathe? Tonight we're in the
From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. Sunday baseball on the show. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And today's starting pitcher, Luke Weaver. What do you look for here?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Just about to get started. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
29, James Wood.
And this one is off and running. Close, but called a ball. Ball two.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That's off the mark. 3 balls, no strikes. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Nats have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
That's too low. Ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-0.
But the big bat's coming up, and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
2-0. And another ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
Now at the plate, Curtis Mead. Fastball for a strike. Garcia gets his lead at first with nobody out. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. Weaver, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. And a 1-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3-1 is on the way. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
The 1-0. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one. Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. And there's one away. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, the tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. And now it's Cade Ruiz. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Two down, nobody on. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Here's a 1-1. And downstairs. towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Man at second. Man on second, 2 down. Too low, and it's ball 3. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Nice grab on the run. And that'll do it. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Nationals 4 and the Mets nothing. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Cade Cavalli. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Two. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And gone. A soaring shot to center. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 4-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Bichette up to the dish. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Next offering is down low. Just a few pitches in, but not very sharp on the mound in the home half of the first.
Boog, when you can score some runs for your pitcher in that first inning, you really want him to come out and shut that other team down so you guys can get back in the dugout and swing the bats. You've obviously got some hot sticks in the early part of this one.
In the air to left center. And there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. It's been a downright dreadful year for them offensively. They are dead last in the league in runs scored.
Boog, it's so bad even the clubhouse staff are disheartened, and they're usually the team's biggest supporters. Runs don't lie. They need to find a way to boost their numbers.
No action in the bullpen, though. Looks like they're going to let him stay out there.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 1-0. And that skips into dirt.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Juan Soto goes deep. Second home run of the inning for him. And they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
Versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Jared Young up now for the Mets. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. And that's in there at the knees. A little bit low. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Payoff pitch. This one in the air center field. Young under it. And there's 2 down.
Batting 5th, center fielder, A.J. Ewing.
The 1-0. Just missed. 3-0 now. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. Just missed it.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Back here at Citi Field, top of the second, Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0. That's a little bit low.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now it's Luis Garcia. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute, finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering is down low. Ball 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
To swing or not to swing? That was the question, and the answer was letting it rip on that 3-0 pitch. It worked out great. It's a base hit, and it scores a run. You can't ask for anything else in that spot.
Ground ball could be 2. Over to Bichette. And a run scores on the double play.
Up next for the Nationals, shortstop C.J. Abrams.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Out towards right center field. Gets under it. And that is that. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 6 and the Mets 2. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Queens, bottom half of inning number 2, Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. Ball. The 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. Just missed. To left center, on its way, and that one's out of here. A solo shot, and they're chipping away. It's 6-3.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it. Just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Cavalli maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Batting 8th, left fielder, M.J. Melendez.
So up next, M.J. Melendez. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ball 2. Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Second home run of the inning, and they cut into the deficit. It's 6-4.
Well, he had the green light there in the 3-0 count, and sometimes guys can be a little too anxious, but he was very patient, allowed the pitch to get into the zone, and once it did, he jumped all over it. Really good piece of hitting.
The 1-0. Cavalli, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
In there at the knees, strike one. On the ground, Abrams. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Carson Bench.
Back to the top of the Mets order, Carson Bench now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Here's a 3-0. High fly ball, right field. Cruz on the move. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-4 ball game.
I'm a dreamer, high achiever. You know when we're in the place, we don't hold back, we're right.
New inning getting started. Let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger. You know, these Nationals doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're putting together strong at-bats with good contact, and 5 of their hits have come on the ground. That's a lot of ground ball base hits.
The 1-0.
And you know we're living in the launch angle era, but today feels like we're being treated to a throwback performance, talking about those ground ball numbers in this one.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Swing and a base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Nationals,
tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track, maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
To short, could be 2. The flip, there's one. Their second double play in just the first 3 innings here today.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
Base is empty after the double play. Cade Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. Doubled his first time up. This one in the air, center field. Going back on this one. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Nationals go quietly. They still lead it though, 6-4. As we go
Leading
to the
off
last
for
of the
Mets,
third. The straight
shortstop,
chart shows us an
Cade.
impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending him out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
The 1-0. And another ball.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Out of here. Oh, Bichette blasts one out. And they cut into the deficit. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows. And you know, bloops and lasers, they both count the same, so we know there's 0 complaints about double digits in the hit column, no matter how it happens.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And that one missing low. down. Soto swinging a drive. Deep right field. That one carrying. Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. They go back to back. His 2nd home run of the game. And we're level. It's 6-6.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat and watch it go a long way. For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jared Young, the next to hit. And the 1-0. That one missed. Nice grab. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder, A.J. Ewing.
1-0. And another ball. Here's a 3-0. Lifted in the air, right center field. Cruz has a beat on it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman.
Tied at 6. Now it's Marcus Semien.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Up and in, and it's 3-0. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Pitch is in there. It's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
The 1-2. Tied up here in the early going. That misses, and now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
That's towards center. Young should have this one. And that will end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. Back here at Citi Field. On to the 4th. Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. Ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swing and a ground ball. Semien flips it. There's one. On the first save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Designated hitter, James Wood.
Go ahead run on base. James Wood will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. And that one finds its way through. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. The tag. Citi.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Bunts it back towards the pitcher. Throws to first in time.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Next to hit for the Nats, Curtis Mead.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Moving back for this one. He's got it, and that is that. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Nationals 7 and the Mets 6. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Queens, ready to go, bottom 4. MJ Melendez up now for the Mets. And that skips into dirt. Melendez, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
That one not close. Ball 3. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Luis Torres.
At the ball.
The 1-0. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Now it gets away from Ruiz. Melendez into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Melendez. He's set. All square at 7.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
Carson Benj getting ready to hit. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Torrens aboard here at first with nobody out. This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His second homer of the night, and they take the lead. It's 9-7.
This is a perfect example of why you keep grinding out your bats even when you're down big. You never know what might happen later in the game. A surprise performance here. You don't expect this kind of power from him, but he's proven everyone wrong with a multi-home run game. Tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning. Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Line drive to short and caught. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Juan Soto now, and the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Cade Cavalli done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for Washington.
So they turn things over to the righty, number 74.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the 1-0. There's a strike. And that's in the game. And it's 3-2. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jared Young.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. That's a little bit low. About this one, it's out of here. A solo shot. Second home run of the inning for them. And they add to their lead. It's 10-7.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Saved it first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Hard hit left side. They get the force. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's a 3-run game at 10-7. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams. Freddie Peralta takes over on the mound.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate. Well, these Nats doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. So far, 7 of their hits have come when they've been ahead in the count, so that tells you a lot about where their approach is right now.
And another ball.
And on the mound, they've got to start working ahead, focusing on strike 1. It's the best pitch in baseball. Falling behind and...
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they inch closer. It's 10-8. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one misses. Ball 3. Swinging a high fly ball in the air, left field. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they cut into the deficit. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Next to hit, Dalen Lyle.
No.
And that one is downstairs. And now 3-0. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Ranging back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up next for Washington, catcher Hayward Ruiz.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Oh, 1 now. Peralta, the pitch. And that's too high. On the ground right side, Simeon. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman Jose Tena.
Now a chance for Jose Tena. 1 for 2. Two down, nobody on. Two and 0 the count. Here it comes. Now one missed. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Reaching for it and brings it in. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the back and forth continues. It's 10-9 now. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Brett Baty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Two balls, no strikes to count.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone! He sends it into the second deck, and they add a run. It's 11-9.
Pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
The 0-1.
That's the ball.
One run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second homer of the night, and they tack one on the board. It's 12-9.
Well, it looks like we might be underestimating his power just a bit. His teammates might even be surprised at what they're seeing. An unforgettable game for him.
Now, Luis Torrens bunted back towards the mound. The underhand flip, it's there, and that's a great play.
I got a fun fact for you, Boo. You know that home run apple out in center field isn't the old one from Shea Stadium. That's outside of Citi Field now at Mets Plaza. This one is more than 4 times as large as the old one.
Just missed. The 1-0.
No, that's the ball.
Just missed. Smash down the left field line. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Bichette batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. The 2-run shot, their 3rd home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 14-9.
goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power move, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
On the ground, right side, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now here is Jared Young. Drops a bunt down the first base side. The flip, not in time. That's a bunt single.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
Bunts it towards the mound. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Mets.
Well, he's just giving himself up to move two runners into scoring position right there, but somehow the defense can't get it out anywhere, and this is quickly turning into a golden opportunity for this offense.
So they're all loaded up. Here is Marcus Semien. The 1-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That's too low. Ball 3.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
3-0 down. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And he leaves the yard. Grand slam. Marcus Semien goes deep. His second home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 18-9.
You know, more than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time. A great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. It's the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
That one drilled left field. This one's got a chance, and that one is gone. His second homer of the night, and they add on. It's 19-9.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you've got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
1 down. And now, MJ Melendez. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Puts a bunt down. Garcia. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Plenty of offense in this one, Siggy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Gets the bunt down the right side, and that's a foul ball. Drops a bunt down the first base side. He steps on the bag. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. We're through 5. The Mets lead it 19-9. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Jacob Young
Leading
now
off
at the
for
plate.
the Nationals, center fielder Jacob Young.
Oh. Oh.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter James Wood.
Yeah. That's a ball.
The 2-1. Just missed. What a stop to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Two down, bases empty. Luis Garcia digs in now. Two down, nobody on.
Oh.
The 1-1.
That's the ball.
Peralta, the pitch. That misses, and the count is 3-1. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Nationals, third baseman Curtis Mead.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Settles under it. And that is that. The Mets out front, 19-9. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Sack bunt towards third. Gets it to first. Just got him on that one.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter, Juan Soto.
So now with one away and a man at second. Here's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jared Young.
Bunts it in the air. And that's the inning. The Mets out front here, 19-9. We go to the top of the
Leading
seventh. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1.
Ball.
Next offering is downstairs. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Young flips it, and he beats it out. It's a bunt single to start the inning.
Up next for Washington, right fielder Dylan Cruz.
On the ground to the left, and it's through for a hit. And out to aboard.
Up next for the Nationals, left fielder Dalen Lyle.
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 3.
Whoa.
First and second, no outs. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. Peralta, the pitch. Base hit. Abrams coming home. Runner from second crosses the plate.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there. Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
That's the ball.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A 3-run dinger, and they get a few back.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
So digging in, Jose Tena. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Fastball glued right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap. They can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And the 1-0. That one missed. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter.
So back to the top of the order. Now here is James Wood. Puts a bunt down. Young. They take the force out as they pass up the chance at the double play.
For the Nationals, first baseman Luis Garcia.
Gets the bunt down the right side. The underhand flip, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, number 9.
Center fielder, A.J. Ewing.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. Garcia. He'll do it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman Marcus Semien.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. And that's a foul ball. Puts a bunt down. Garcia. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. Garcia. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Mets lead it 19-13. Back here at Citi Field, leading off, Curtis Mead.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
That one at 95 missed up top, and that's ball 3. Fastball for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they cut into the lead. It's 19-14.
Well, in a 3-1 count, a hitter's looking to do damage. Not just a single, not just a double, not even a triple. You're trying to go deep. And right there, an outstanding approach. Attack that baseball and hit it out of here.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Now let's see if they can string something together and make it a little more interesting.
Dylan Cruz, the next to hit. Gets the bunt down the right side, and that goes foul. Strike 2.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away, and the runner stays where he is. Got him looking. First out in the top of the 8th.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Trying to move him over here. The flip, nicely done for the out.
Up next for Washington, catcher Cade Ruiz.
Cade Ruiz digging in for the Nationals.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Popped up. And that is that.
Rise up, it's true. Come on and rise up, rise up, that's you. Come on and rise up, put it in action. Go mad with it, come on, lift it to the top. Yeah, rise up, that's you. Come on and body in motion, heart on fire, train through the heat. And
back here in Queens, now the left fielder, MJ Melendez.
No matter what, good. You're playing this kind of rival to take your game to another level.
Puts a bunt down. Flips it. Got him.
Yeah.
Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
For the Mets, catcher Luis Torrens.
And a base hit right there. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder
Carson Bench up now for the Mets.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The 1-0. In the air to left center. And that'll get down for a hit. To second, but he beats the throw. Save.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for...
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 74 is done, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now pitching for the
Now on the mound for the Nationals, Miles Michaelis. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Bunting, and he pops it up. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter, Juan Soto.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Juan Soto. Bunted back towards the mound. Gets it to first. They get the out on Soto. And that's the inning. The Mets on top here, 19-14. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, Jose Tena.
Jose Tena.
The 1-0.
Up.
Peralta, the pitch. The 2-1. And that skips in the dirt. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the wall. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
Out to center. One away.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter, James Wood.
Back to the top of the order. Next is the designated hitter, James Wood. That one off the mark, and that is ball one. Man at first, one away.
That's the ball.
Two-0. And another ball. Here's a 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. And a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Gets the bunt down the right side. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Nationals, first baseman, Luis Garcia.
Trying to move the runners over. On the run, throw to first.
Got him.
Got him. Nice play.
Up next for the Nationals, third baseman, Curtis Mead.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now up for Washington, Curtis Mead. Popped up first base side. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets slug their way to a win in this one.
Today this team put up video game numbers. Unbelievable, insanely impressive performance, especially in terms of the home runs they hit. Not something you see very often.
Yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' dos. Si la prendo molotov, estamos aquí, todos los míos están on go. Todos los míos on go. Ellos me ven de frente sonriendo, pero sé que están odiando a